Hi, my name's Ashley, and this is my generativity presentation. So in this presentation, I will be defining generativity, talking about some of the generativity theorists, and then talking about the impact culture has on it. I will be discussing my level of generativity, the personality traits that contribute to my generativity actions, what I'm currently doing that's generative, and then the future career contributions to generativity, and then actions you can do to increase generativity, and then any additional relevant information. So generativity to me is a person's capacity and willingness to enhance the growth and well-being of others, especially in ways that go beyond just their close circle of friends. It involves having empathy for the next generation and wanting to leave a good legacy by taking part in activities, teaching, mentoring, and nurturing. A term to describe generativity is generosity. To put this concept in simpler terms, it's when one has the will and desire to help and support the future generations. Erik Erikson's theory is one of the generativity theories that I think is very interesting and relevant. Erikson argued that an important stage in adult development, taking place in the middle adulthood, is generativity versus stagnation. Erikson defines generativity as caring about the direction and upbringing of future generations, whether by being a parent, serving as a mentor, or making contributions to the larger community. Failure to reach generativity is referred to as stagnation, and it's characterized by emotions of purposelessness and self-absorption. Those to make it through this stage with success feel purposeful and fulfilled, while those who don't may feel stuck or disappointed. His theory highlights the value of making positive contributions to society and leaving a lasting impression on future generations. Erikson's theory resonates with me because it highlights the significance of making a positive contribution to society and leaving a lasting legacy for future generations. These ideas align with my own views and ideas regarding personal development and fulfillment. Another theorist that made a contribution to generativity is Dan McAdams. According to McAdams' theory, storytelling has a significant impact on how people define their identity and purpose in life. His theory was the idea that people should create narratives about their life that represent their creative commitments, values, and objectives. These stories help people make sense of their experience and direct creative activities. He also placed an emphasis on the interaction between personal narratives and larger society narratives. An aspect of his theory that I connected with the most is the idea of generative narratives. He recommends that people create narratives about their life that are consistent with their creative commitments, values, and objectives. These stories help people make sense of their experience and direct creative activities. I connected with his theory since it emphasizes the value of reflection and narrative in promoting generativity. I respect self-reflection, so I find it interesting because our life stories are more than just a collection of incidents. They're also a narrative that we actively create and alter throughout life. Generativity-related attitudes and actions are significantly impacted by culture. So first, gender roles. Standards based on gender typically place different responsibilities and standards on men and women regarding to raising children, parental responsibilities, and participation in the community. Women are taught to value nurturing and caring duties in many cultures, which can help them participate in productive activities like raising children, taking care of aging relatives, and helping in local groups. Males are typically urged to concentrate on supporting the family financially and achieving professional success. Today, the roles have shifted and men are more encouraged to take up caregiving and community involvement roles. For religion, individuals' motives and views regarding generativity can be significantly influenced by their religious beliefs and practices. As the basis of generative actions, generosity, compassion, and service to others are emphasized in many religions. Lessons on generativity, kindness, and care may motivate people to take up volunteer work, charity work, or mentoring. And then for education, people's opinions, knowledge, and abilities are shaped by their education. Educational opportunities can give people access to experience, networks, and resources that will allow them to meaningful contributions to society. Also, having a greater social awareness, critical thinking skills, and empathy are linked to higher education levels and are favorable for engaging in generative activities. After taking the Loyola Generativity scale, I scored a 46. This score was a higher level score, which shows that I have a strong sense of purpose and dedication to make a significant contribution to the well-being of others and future generations. I think my levels are pretty high for being young. I have always had a desire to help people. I tend to feel motivated when I can make an impact on others in the world. I tend to have a sense of fulfillment when I'm able to help others. I tend to express greater levels of fulfillment and life pleasure when I'm able to help and have an effect on others' lives. Being so young, I feel as if I'm at a pretty good spot with my levels. As we move through different phases of life, our levels of generosity can also alter. Significant shifts can be seen as people approach middle adulthood and beyond. Entering middle age often causes an increase in generativity in many people. Considering my personality, I think I have a few attributes that contribute to my ability to engage in generative activities. I naturally feel a lot of compassion and empathy towards others, which motivates me to seek opportunities to help and support those in need. My desires to positively touch others people's lives are driven by my compassion and empathy. I enjoy doing things such as volunteering or listening to friends in need, in which my desires have a positive influence on other people's life. I also tend to have a lot of self-discipline, which is a great advantage when it comes to taking creative actions. I can set objectives, maintain concentration, and keep my word because of this quality. My self-control makes sure that I tackle generative activities with commitment and determination. I'm naturally inclined to talk to people and offer support, which shows that I'm prepared and to support and assist others around me. This quality makes it possible to do generative acts, such as helping someone who's struggling, passing on my knowledge and skills, or just being there for people when they need you. My perspective and viewpoint are expanded by my openness to experiences, which makes me responsive to a variety of opportunities for generative actions. This quality inspires me to take chances, step beyond my comfort zone, and adopt creative ways that have positive influences. I take into account these needs and viewpoints of others when making decisions and acting in understanding ways. I put the needs and happiness of others before my own most of the time, which shows commitment to their well-being. With all these personality traits, they have contributed to my generative actions. I currently do lots of volunteer work for charity and through my church. It gives me the opportunity to engage and help out others in the community. I also often have family members and friends who go through tough moments. I can help them by offering them emotional support. I try to be there when they need me most, whether it's by listening to them, giving them useful support, or encouraging them. I also work at a senior care center, which allows me to offer older people support, companionship, and help. I've noticed that it can help them feel less alone and have happier days when you spend time with them, listen to their stories, and provide company. But it also provides me fulfillment knowing I can make a difference to their day. For my future goals, becoming a psychologist involves assisting those in need by offering support, direction, and therapeutic interventions. Being a psychologist is a career option that naturally fits with generativity. My long-term goal in life as a psychologist is to focus around going back to school and earning my master's and doctorate degree in psychology, so I may better assist my clients and make a positive impact on their lives. By addressing mental health issues and encouraging well-being, my career path is to positively impact the lives of people and families and community. As a psychologist, my goal is to help and advise people with mental health concerns who are dealing with a range of difficulties, including relationship problems, depression, anxiety, and trauma. I can help clients live a better life and more satisfying lives by assisting them in managing their emotions, creating coping mechanisms, and strengthening their ability to cope. This enhances people's well-being and fostering favorable results for next generations. Guidance is at the core of my future career as a psychologist. I see myself collaborating closely with clients to fully grasp their different experiences, viewpoints, and objectives. Before offering them guidance and assistance, they need to proceed in their lives. Guidance is a crucial part of my role as a psychologist, whether it's assisting people in navigating interpersonal relationships, dealing with mental health difficulties, or making significant life decisions. Also, I recognize the importance of supporting growth within the individuals I work with as a psychologist. My goal is to support clients in overcoming their individual obstacles and realizing their full potential by offering advice, tools, and encouragement. I will be assisting clients on their path to increase fulfillment and well-being, whether that means assisting them in creating coping mechanisms, fostering adaptability, or exploring new opportunities for both career and personal development. With my future career plans and goals, I have many attributes that can contribute to generativity. By volunteering, it allows you to give back time and significantly impact your community. Also, practicing compassion and empathy by paying attention to what they have to say, being there to encourage them, and demonstrating understanding. By developing empathy, you may relate to people on a deeper level and attend their needs in a kind and caring manner. Also, developing meaningful relationships with people can promote generativity. Engaging in active listening, demonstrate empathy, and extend support as needed. Strong relationships create a sense of community and belonging as well as chances for generative acts. Engaging in leadership is another way to increase and maintain generativity. It allows you to set an example of generativity through interactions with others by being kind, giving, and leading with integrity. Also, taking time to reflect is another great way. Periodically, take some time to consider your priorities, values, and goals. Examine how your activities relate to your overall goals and change as necessary to make sure that you're leading a purposeful and productive life. Finding contentment and meaning in your own life is another aspect of being generous. You can also enjoy personal growth and fulfillment by taking generative acts, which also benefit society and the well-being of others. It's important to keep in mind that little acts and gestures of kindness and compassion can eventually add up to big things. It's valuable to take advantage of the chance you get to give back, build relationships, and make a difference to those around you.